always say if you mess it up, throw tahini on it, okay? That's like basically like life motto. I'm Eden Grinshpan and I am the cookbook author of Tahini Baby and I am also the host of Top Chef Canada. Tahini Baby is my second cookbook. It is filled with so many bright, veg-forward, veg-celebrating recipes. Obviously, it celebrates Middle Eastern Mediterranean-inspired recipes, which is how I love to cook. You get a lot of dips, a lot of bread, salads, grains. Chapters like my boss veg, which are like centerpiece veg dishes that are truly the star of your dinner table. And don't forget, you have a chapter called Sweetness because we need to end on a sweet note. And I really feel like the desserts in this chapter are just fab. So Tahini Baby and Eating Out Loud, I would say they're sisters. Eating Out Loud is my first cookbook. It came out in 2020, contemporary Middle Eastern Mediterranean food, but it really covered everything. When that book came out, everyone wanted to talk to me about my veg chapters and my salads and all of those beautiful, colorful, veg celebrating dishes. So when it came time to come up with my second cookbook, Tahini Baby, it was a no-brainer that it was going to be a vegetarian cookbook. I think the pantry section of a cookbook is very important. Obviously, it sets you up to be successful with your recipes in the book. And I really love to incorporate a lot of spices in my cooking. And obviously, pantry staples like tahini, preserved lemons, and you'll find spices like sumac, za'atar, cardamom. And when I ask you to purchase these spices and these condiments, I make sure that you use them over and over again in my cookbook. So don't be worried if you have to get something new. I promise I show you how to use it in a handful of different dishes in my book. Probably the dessert or the bread chapter, and it's mostly because when you're baking, it's very much a science. When you start developing those recipes, you have to make them over and over again to make sure that you get them just right. But they're easy. They're easy breads. The olive oil herb challah is perfection, and it actually makes you look like you really know what you're doing in the kitchen. So definitely try that one out when you get the book. Date, marry, ditch. I would date She's Baked. I would marry Boss Veg, and I would ditch Hot New Side Piece. But writing these recipes took so much time and energy, and I love each and every one of them. So don't be offended by that. Hot New Side Piece. Obviously, garlicky tahini. I feel like the garlicky tahini is a very simple, straightforward recipe. This is literally the glue to all of the things. It's always on my table. It brings all of the recipes together. And I always say, if you up, throw garlicky tahini on it, and life is good. My mom's cheesecake is in this book. It's this Austrian-style baked cheesecake that is so ridiculously delicious. And I'm doing this because I want you to eat it with your hands. Cold, slice it in the fridge. The door needs to be on your back, and you're eating it like that, okay? So just remember that. I'm gonna change this question from what could I eat every day for the rest of my life to what am I craving right now? So I'm going to say it would be the Lebanon feta bareka with the grated tomato for everything. It's crispy, it's crunchy, it's cheesy and salty, and you serve it with that grated tomato for everything, which is so simple to make, but it really packs a lot of flavor. Well, obviously everything. We're making everything and we're eating everything, and we're just raising tahini babies. You know what I love about tahini? I love how versatile it is. You can have it savory, you can have it sweet. In this book, I put it in rugala. So you take the tahini and you mix it with vanilla and some icing sugar and spread it into the dough, roll it up, and it bakes, and it kind of gets more like chalva flavored, and it is so unbelievably delicious. I've put it into a vinaigrette with my za'atar roasted asparagus and my frika with dates and walnuts, or simply as a garlicky tahini that you can use as a condiment for literally every dish, honestly, in this book. Well, I love eggplant and I love tomatoes. So I have this really beautiful eggplant schnitzel from my book Tahini Baby with this gorgeous cherry tomato sauce with harissa, fennel, and coriander. Cover it with garlicky tahini and fresh basil. It is like so delicious and so perfect for the summer. Another delicious summer recipe will be my tomato and bread salad with olives and oregano. Look at her. Like, I want to go home and eat that right now. We're looking for chunky, delicious, crispy, olive oil soaked, crunchy pieces of bread in there, okay? Do not be shy. This is a bread salad. This is a star. My herb and celery leaf salad with hazelnuts, cherries, and long hots. When the cherries are ready and ripe, you put them in this salad and you laugh. You cackle because you're living your best life. This is fun. My grilled Romano beans with walnuts and tzatziki. Take those Romano beans, toss them in olive oil and some salt, throw them on the grill. Gets a beautiful char flavor. And then you top it with some walnuts, some garlic, olive oil, lemon, and then put it with tzatziki, which is like garlic, creamy, delicious heaven. Dill, forget about it. All right, I hope you all pick up your Tahini Baby. You can get it where all books are sold, or you can also go on my website, tahinibabybook.com, make the recipes, love them, and make sure you tag me at Eden Eats. Let's just have a beautiful, veg-forward, celebrating life together.